Hey everyone, today is April 27th, 2023, here in Connecticut. Listen to that loud sound of tree frogs, the spring peepers. It sounds amazing. Well, here we are at the Connecticut Beaver Swamp. Last year I thought maybe the beavers were relocated because they didn't build back for months on end. But look at this. The water has filled back up. The first time I ever discovered this place, the water was going right over the road because they completely plugged the pipe. Well, before it gets dark, we're gonna unplug this pipe. This is not the most water I've ever unclogged out here, but there sure is a pretty good blockage. Now, hopefully there's no angry beavers, but I don't think they live here. Because of past events, I'm pretty sure this is a secondary pond, because it's gone such a long time before without being fixed. So I am thinking it's secondary. But we're gonna go grab camera number 2 and the rake and we'll get in the water. I've been unclogging things all day. That's why I have the big high boots on still. Wow, the state of Connecticut has done a lot of trimming since the first time we ever came to this location. It's so open. There used to be a gigantic tree right there to the left of the pipe. And remember that mother duck we scared away last year at some point? Well, here's camera number 2. We're gonna start it. I just work really fast because it's getting dark. Look at this, skunk cabbage is coming up everywhere. That stuff really reeks when you step on it and crush it. Very stinky plant. All right, going across the road. And you guys can listen to the beautiful tree frogs. And I forgot the rake. This is going to be very enjoyable. I'm going to not talk that much during this video. Just listen to the awesome tree frogs. I'm surprised that the tree frogs are still going on so much this far south. Even the ones in my area, and we don't really have any buds on the trees at all. I'm surprised how little buds Connecticut has on the trees. Even Mass had more. I guess this is a little bit of a higher area, but I'm still behind this area for my climate. Oh, look at that, there's a beaver skeleton. All right, so let's get the camera going. See how we want to do this today. How deep is this water? We can put the tripod right in the water right there. So, that's how we do this. I put the 2 legs in the deep water, and the one in the back I was adjusting. It's gonna be a good one. Here we go, everybody. That's pretty deep. Heavy. Whoa! You know, some beavers can get up to 120 pounds. That's how they're able to move some of this stuff. Oh, flooded my boot. I flooded my boot. It's pretty deep. This water's cold. Now that I'm in, oh well. Ooh, swamp gases. That felt weird. Well, that feels really weird. Very fresh dam. This was not here a couple weeks ago. Wow, there we go. A lot of it just let loose. Now we can really help tear it apart. Beavers are gonna be angry and they cannot touch this until the water's down. It's going too fast to get near. Unless they're smart enough to do this, then they can just pile things against it. Almost completely open. We're gonna need a few more minutes. This water's powerful. I could get sucked in at this point. Hey, it looks like that's exactly what they did. Oh, it's a giant one. They crisscrossing. Another giant crisscross. We got another one. Maybe not. Where'd it go? There it is. There you go, right on through. 100% open. Now we're just gonna tidy it up a little bit while we got the power pulling. Deteriorate a little bit of the foundation just to make it a little bit more challenging and to buy more time. People sometimes ask me, why do you even bother if they're just gonna try building it back the next night? This water took a long time to build up, and by lowering it, this road, we just bought it probably a few weeks before it starts crossing. I don't know why they haven't put a beaver structure up here yet. This has been a problem for a long time. All right, I think we're good. It's ripping apart some stuff by itself. I think we're good. We gotta see what the other side looks like now. It's getting dark fast. I love the sound of those frogs. I love listening to frogs. I feel so heavy now. Each one of these probably got at least 2 gallons of water in them. That's an exaggeration, at least a gallon in each. I feel so heavy. I feel like I just gained so much weight. Wow. Can you see how fat my legs are? Look at that. There's so much water in there. I feel so clumsy with this amount of weight. Wow. That's an amazing change. All right, let me get you really up close so you can see this. That's a big torrent of water going in here right now. That's a lot of water entering. I can stand okay there, but if I was to fall over, that could easily suck me in at this point. But take a look at this. Oh my gosh. And when I just came up here, a bunch of it just splashed up into my crotch. Look at this. Look at that. There's so much water in here. I feel so heavy. I'll dump it off once I get to the car. Oh my gosh. I almost just slipped on that thing. It feels so weird having this much weight. There's got to be a couple gallons here. My legs are so heavy I can barely get over the rail. Oh my gosh, look at the other side. Gigantic difference from before. Massive difference. And look at those skunk cabbage. Those are way further along. And there was a giant tree here. Must have been dead. They knocked it over when they did a lot of trimming. Remember that mother duck who had a nest here last year? Wow, look at that. So much water coming out. Amazing. This will go on like this for a couple of hours. That pond will be back to normal by tomorrow. Probably late tonight or tomorrow, the beavers will start working on it. But then again, it is a secondary pond. They probably live over here and they may not come over here for a few weeks at a time. Who knows how many secondary ponds a beaver may have at any point. Oh my gosh! This must have been here so long to shatter like that. Wow. Look at that. Let's take that with us. That just shattered. Big difference. Look at that whirlpool we got going on here. It's pretty awesome looking. And that's another little beaver dam right there, but it's not really causing a problem. We got here just in time. If we would have got here another 20 minutes later, it would be very dark while we were doing this. I would have still done it, but that's not really great to see. But these new cameras do a lot better at night. Going across the road. This will go on like this for a couple of hours. By tomorrow. Probably late tonight. That came off nice and easy because it's so heavy. See that? I'll just suck air in and just let it all out. I'm gonna go wipe that off in the swamp. I want to show you guys the swamp right behind me. All the water that's gonna drain from that pipe. Here's another one. I'll hang those up tonight over the top of the car once we stop for the night. Yeah, take the socks off. These are too wet. Usually just driving around, my pant leg dries off. Yeah, there we go. The reason I don't use taller waders is because two reasons. If they fill up with water, it becomes a dangerous situation. You might not stand back up. You see how hard it is to walk with just those things being flooded? Good, the Connecticut DOT finally picked up the load of garbage they were fighting me with. I found a bunch of garbage in here that was left by a homeless person, left it by the road in a big heap. They threw it over here twice before they finally took it. The final time I spray painted the pile orange. Wow, these frogs are so loud and ear-piercing. I wonder if we'll see one. You usually don't see them. Take a look at this. See all this water here? This water here will all be gone by morning. Maybe eventually the beavers will smart enough and build a dam like right here so they can keep this water but not affect the road. That is just beautiful, that ear-piercing sound. You see right here, there's some chairs. There was like a homeless camp here at one point. And maybe whoever was here lost their job at the Sturbridge, Massachusetts Police Department as a dispatcher, because I found their uniform in that big heap of garbage coming out on this log. Tomorrow morning, this will basically be drained back. Based on the swamp grass, this place is used to having water. It just shows the neglect of the DOT in Connecticut. Look at this, you see the current moving things? Everything's leading over to that pipe just around the corner. So many frogs. Sounds beautiful. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great night. All right, let's go. See that piece of tire right there? I threw that up there. Found that down there. I thought it was going to be a whole tire, like buried that deep in the mud, but it was just a shred of one. And right here's another culvert. The beaver has never plugged that one before. I don't think there's enough water. That's probably the reason why. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day. Today, we're here in Connecticut, and I'm just looking out. There used to be a beaver lodge right there, but they were relocated because they were causing problems to the trash rack. And now there's a Canada goose out there using it for nesting. That's an old beaver lodge out there. I have a really old video back when I didn't talk or anything in the videos of unclogging this thing. Beavers haven't been a problem here in half a decade since they were relocated. They just never came back. So what the beavers used to do is they would jam sticks down inside here, and the beaver would actually go across the road up inside the pipe and position them to block that. That's like a pretty big 3-foot pipe. Beavers used to block it all the time, and I have not seen a beaver there in over 5 years.